What do you have to say to the 6 to 8 guys you may be fighting on March 6th?
Well, look, all you can do is just bring that ass here, because Daddy's coming to take it.
Welcome everybody, come through.
What's up, craft beer fans? We have with us Black Goku from Street Beefs, also known as Dream, musical artist Dream. He is multi-talented. He's a fighter. He's an artist. And we are excited to have his high energy on our show today.
Hey, let's go.
Yeah, welcome to the show, man. We are super excited to have you on here.
Hey, thank you, man. I'm excited to be on here. I'm excited to get to hang out with you guys for a little bit. Let's go.
We are beyond excited to have you. So I guess we'll start real quick getting into, the main reason, the thing that we've got, this path that we've gone down with. It started with interviewing Shinigami. Yes, and we interviewed Big Smile, and now we're interviewing Black Goku.
Let's go. Shout out to Big Smile. Shout out to Shinigami.
That's right. Those guys are awesome. They were great to interview, and they are fighting March 6th, and you are also fighting March 6th. You have a title fight, right?
Yes, sir. I have two potential. Of course, if I get injured in a way and I couldn't proceed, hopefully that doesn't happen. But yeah, I'm planning on fighting at least 4 or 5 times March 6th. So I got a pretty rough day.
Are there 2 titles involved on this day?
Yeah. So the very first fight I'm doing is against Challenge Accepted at 175. I weigh like 160, but I'm actually cutting 5-6 pounds to get to 155. So I can contend and fight for the 155 tournament as well. That was my original goal. They came to me with this opportunity to fight Challenge Accepted. And I was just like, well, just put them in line, line them up.
Yeah.
And I'm ready to go.
Is the tournament all MMA as well?
Yeah, the tournament's all MMA. Okay. 145 to 155, I do believe. And I'm going to have to at least fight at least twice in that tournament alone. So that's 2 right there. And then including Challenge Accepted. And then Smoke, shout out to Smoke. He's been wanting a rematch after we had a good boxing match. I won. But yeah, that's 4 fights right there. So
damn,
so there's a possibility that you could have 2 titles by the end of the day.
Yep. And I do believe I'm the most equipped, even shout out to Memnon Warrior. I'm waiting for my rematch. Let's go. You already know, me and him's been talking and we're trying to make it work. Him and his team, they had their eyeballs on me for his professional debut. You know what I mean? I'm sure they were expecting, for him to go in there and just kick my butt and look good, right? So then I ended up, I don't know why I did, but I never do, but I released training footage of me hitting the bag and stuff. And the very next day, Memnon was like, yo, so my coach is setting me up with some other guy. And then he sent me his Tapology and stuff like that. I was like, well, the money fight's here. You know what I mean? It's on pay-per-view. Everybody in Street Beefs want to see it. Everybody around the world want to see it. So let's make it happen.
Yeah, your first fight was awesome, I thought. And I heard you ask him for a rematch mid-fight with somebody else. Am I right?
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. My first fight, no excuses, but I've been 3 years really off of training and doing what I used to do. I used to train 9 hours a day with Dwayne Ludwig and Bang Muay Thai and TJ Dillashaw and 303 and 10th Planet Jiu-Jitsu in Colorado. I did a lot of high caliber training, even Muscle Farm, you know what I mean? And that's private. So that should kind of tell you the level that I once was, and then at one certain point, I was just I'm just going to push music all the time, because I had a little fallout with my camp with Dwayne Ludwig, and I just ended up moving straight to Cali to pursue music full time. And and ever since I've been in Cali, that's what I've been doing. And when I got back here, I got introduced to Street Beefs, and it's all downhill from there.
It's all uphill. All uphill.
All uphill from there.
Yeah. That's right. To the top of the mountain, brother. You're going to be – will you be the first two-belt champion? Has anybody else held 2 titles?
So that's funny you say that because I literally was just texting Big Smile. And I was like, I want to be the first double champ. I want to be the first double champ. And he was like, has there not been one yet? I was like, I don't know. Has there? And he said, Turk, I think. So then I'll be the second champ. Whatever.
Well, then go for 3 titles, right?
Why not, man? I want to fight Beast too. I want to box Beast. Beast is huge.
Yeah, we asked Big Smile. We'll ask you the same question. Who would you fight if you could fight somebody like anybody? Famous, not famous?
Oh, okay. If I could fight anybody, just to do it, Conor McGregor. Why not? I think that would just be the most like coolest, honestly. I would love to fight Tony Ferguson.
Oh no, you want to go through that?
I want to fight Daniel Cormier.
Tony Ferguson is the last guy.
I want to fight Khabib.
Black Goku is not afraid of anyone.
They're human just like me. I'm not afraid of nothing. I'm afraid of myself, if anything.
That's awesome.
I'm not afraid of nothing, man.
Speaking of, how would you describe your fighting style? It's very unique.
So I actually invented this style that you guys, and it's going to seem a little far-fetched, but listen what I'm saying, right? I invented this style for my knowing. I invented this style called video game fighting. And that's literally the phrase that I came up with. And that was years ago. That was probably back when I was in high school. Early high school, like my second freshman year, because I got held back. And there was an MMA gym down the street, Black Hawk MMA. And I was always getting beat up and jumped. So I really took, and I already knew how to fight, but I just really took it seriously. And I invented the style where it's literally you're throwing in some people's eyes flashy shit all the time, but really it's just you're keeping it high pace. You just throw all the stuff that people can't defend, like a flying knee, like a jump kick to the head, a capoeira kick, a wheel kick, a teep to the face, just constantly just throwing crazy attacks. Yeah, and my style is actually really exciting. I really haven't been able to really showcase it. You know what I mean? My second fight ended in 30 seconds. And people say because I cut his eye, well, yeah, I cut his eye with my punch.
You punched him. It happened.
Yeah, he threw that weak leg kick. I grabbed it without even looking at it, just from instinct. Yeah. And I threw my punch right across his eyeball and just and destroyed him.
Sideshow Rob? Was that Sideshow Rob?
Sideshow Rob. Shout out to Sideshow Rob too.
Shout out anybody to fight. Shout out to anybody to fight.
Nothing personal. It's all business. I'm a real fighter, so I don't do it for fun. I don't do it to get clout. I do it to do like what Memnon did. I got to find a new team as high caliber as I used to, and what I'm equipped to. I gotta find the right people. I gotta find the right mentor that's going to really take me.
Makes a huge difference. Did you come up liking to fight in school or?
Well, I always liked the feeling of fight. I always liked getting punched and throwing and punching. I always liked the pain and the struggle that and how real fighting is. That's what I was always attracted to. It's one thing that you couldn't BS. It's one sport that no matter how athletic you are, if you're in a fight, you have to try 1000%. You can't LeBron James it. You can't Stephen Curry. You can't try at the last quarter or you're going to get seriously knocked out and look stupid.
There's no, what do they call that? Player load.
Yeah.
They rest you. You can't rest. That's for sure.
So you got maybe 4, 5, 6 fights on the 6th. What are you doing to train for that? I mean, the guys that we talked to before, they're just training for 1 fight. You're training for 6.
Yeah, man.
I mean, that's high energy, bro. That's nuts.
Yeah. Going for the glory. I don't really, this is just what I do. I I'm just different. You know what I mean? I'm just really different. I don't look at it as like six different fights. I look at it as 6 different opportunities to show what I get to do. You know what I mean? Show what I'm capable of doing. So it's gonna be inevitable that I'm gonna be crowned as the best Street Beefs fighter at the end of it. You know, period.
Yeah.
So here's a question that we ask everybody. What advice do you have for someone that's looking to get into one, either professional fighting or 2 street beefs?
For one, I hope you know how to take a punch. It's not for everybody. And if you can take a punch, I hope you are willing to really like just give everything into it. Like just like, because at first it's going to be hard. It's going to be really hard. You're going to get your butt kicked all the time. Anytime you or like sparring with somebody, or you'll be really intimidated and you'll feel like overwhelmed by all the stuff that you need to learn, but it just takes time. And if you're willing to give that time and water that plant, you're going to have a garden, so.
What about go ahead.
I would imagine you learn a lot about yourself through fighting, especially street beefs. Did you learn anything about yourself that you've kept with you since you started fighting in street beefs, or fighting in that sort of manner?
But I've been fighting way before street beefs. What I've learned with fighting is that the world's never fair. Fights are almost never fair, especially outside of street beefs or outside of getting paid for fighting. Most fights that you get into as a man or a female, like most fights aren't going to be fair. People are going to be hair pulling, hitting you in the nuts, maybe sneak up from behind you, jump you, pull out a gun, whatever the case may be, So like, it's just fighting taught me that like you don't ever look for a fight. You just defend yourself if you have to. You know what I mean? Fighting isn't. It's not. Big smile. It's art. It's an art. You can abuse your art, but I mean, like, fighting's taught me discipline. A lot of discipline.
Fighting is an art, and you also participate in a different kind of art. You make music.
Yes, sir. Yes, I do.
Your artist name is Dream.
Yes,
and
sir.
You make kind of like rock rap mix, I would say, right?
Yes,
How would you describe
it? It's everything. I make all types of music. I have some songs that people say sound like Linkin Park and Chester Bennington. I have some songs that, you'd be like, oh, this is like some trap rap, some hardcore street shit. You know what I mean? Then I have like, I have some soft singing stuff. I have some stuff you'll hear in Rue 21, Forever 21, all these, Disney Channel music. I'm just an artist. I'm a writer. So I create all types of music.
If somebody wanted to check out their music, where's the best place for them to go? So we can put that up on the screen.
Word. You can look up my music, Dream, look up Full Throttle, XJ13 Dream, Full Throttle. Let's get it on all platforms, awesome. Even Instagram. You can just look that up. Let's get it. You're gonna love it.
You get to write your own entrance music.
Yeah, exactly. That's actually what I do when I walk out to my fights, and I've done in previous amateur fights. I walk out to my my own songs, and I rap it to the octagon.
Oh man, some of your stuff is meant to get people hyped up. I know that. Yeah. I've listened to some of your stuff. Is like almost feels like System of a Down if they rap. That's a bad way to describe it, and some of your stuff sounds more like
he's like, who's System of a Down? You're old.
I like that. That's awesome, man. That's awesome.
I have a question for you. Would you say you're more versatile as a fighter or as a musician?
Ooh, that's a good one.
That's a tough question. And honestly, I find myself a lot of times at a crossroad where life is trying to force me to pick one another. I love and I'm absolutely in love with fighting, but I'm passionate about music. Music is just, but I love fighting, and I couldn't, like, I need fighting. It's a therapy for me. Like, I'm not all the way there, so like that really let me release some things that I need to release legally.
Of course.
So who's hit you the hardest in street beefs? Anybody?
I would say, well, it's like who hits me the hardest?
No, the hardest hit you've ever gotten Street Beefs?
Memnon's knee. Like, it was just the most impact. It's the one that split me open. It still got like my scar right here.
Man, you guys had a battle going on. I would love to see that again.
I wasn't prepared for that fight at all. Like, I was partying the night prior and woke up and was hungover and drove over. Just no excuses. But that was 3 years of that. You know what I mean? Drinking and partying and music, because the music life is a party, one big party. So,
well, you got to be creative, right? You got to get it out. You got to let out the steam flowing. When I watch you fight on Street Beefs, I always feel like you're the fastest person I'm watching in each match. Do you feel like you fought anyone? Maybe Memnon? I don't think he looked faster. Is anyone faster?
No, that's the thing. Like, Memnon won up from circumstances. The only person that I say I lost to, and really that I kind of just beat myself over, was Bad News. But one, I'm not a boxer. I'm not a boxer. And two, he's actually 192 pounds or something like that.
Yeah,
in 6'3".
That's nice of you to take it.
I'm 6 foot. So it's like I fight the bigger guys just because, like,
I noticed that.
No, he was the only guy that really wanted to box me like no one else at the time, because it was after I had won my fight and I was like, all right, word, if I come unscathed, I want to take a boxing fight. And he was the only one that stepped up and was like, screw it, I'll fight you. Word, okay, I'm here to fight the best, I'm here for a good time, not a long time, like Michael Chandler, baby.
Yeah. You know what I mean? It's funny you say boxing, because it brought me to a question I had written down here, actually. There's another fighter, rapper, he happens to be a boxer. Roy Jones recently fought Mike Tyson. Who would win in a dream match, you or Roy Jones Jr. right now? Boxing, straight up boxing. Not 12 rounds, full on.
All right, look, man. If I'm ready for this fight, I'm going to do things. I'm always going to surprise you. You know what I mean? I'm just that guy that's always going to surprise you. I think he's going to win, but I also think that, if we're talking about boxing solely, I think he's going to win at the end, but I'm gonna shock the world, as I always do.
That's a great answer. I mean, Roy Jones, he might beat you on the scorecard.
I'm not stupid.
He's going to beat you on the scorecard, but he's going to know that he fought you. He's going to
give me some more years, and then give me a couple more years. Give me the right team under my belt. Like, shout out to Memnon, like, he really put on for himself. For somebody from a hard times such as me, I really respect him for all that he's done so far and continues to do.
Yeah, and I feel like he accepted a rematch when you asked him right in the middle of that match where the guy got cut.
Memnon, I want my rematch, baby. I want it, baby. I want it so bad. Do it one hit, baby. You got it.
I feel like he's
it's been in the books. Me and him has even talked about, like, promoting. We were supposed to start promoting the fight, but as I said, I released fighting footage, and the coach kind of backed out and was like, maybe not your first fight. You know what I mean? But at some point, I'm going to fight him because I'm already pro. I've been pro. He just came up to where I'm at. You know what I mean?
Do we want
I'm pro for a reason. I'm 0-1. I've lost to once again, just terrible luck. So I was supposed to fight for LFA, Legacy Fight, and all these other, like, Sparta Combat, and just all these other, like, really, like, good, well-known fight organizations out in Colorado. And everybody kept backing out of the fight. There's no really real footage of me unless I send it in. There's no footage of me training at all, except for that one that I just posted on Instagram, really. And there's no, like, this guy's making his professional debut. He's 4-0 with amateur belt. You know what I mean? And he's training under Dwayne Ludwig and Bang Muay Thai. It's just people kept backing out of my fight, right? So I got a fight. 8 days notice for Victory Fighting Champion in Nebraska, Omaha. And of course, I took the fight. I was hungry to take the fight. I had to take the fight. Like I had like 6 people cancel and bail out prior. Yeah, and so I took the fight at 1. I was supposed to get down to 135, and I had 8 days to do it, and I was 160. Ooh. And I literally killed myself, and I got down to like 142.
Oh man, that's hard on the body.
That guy didn't take the fight. I had to fight another guy that missed weight at 155. And he was like he was a black belt in jiu-jitsu and just like, you know, a tough opponent for my pro debut.
Yeah.
Because of circumstances. And so I ended up fighting that guy and ended up, you know, getting caught up in a scrambling, and he got my back and choked me out, you know. But that I didn't have a coach behind my back. I had no corner. You know, I went in there like Mike Perry. You know, I had no corner, I had no mentor backing me, and that's kind of why a little bit of me and Dwayne have a fallout.
Right, you'll be back. That's for sure. You'll be back.
Right.
Sorry for rambling.
That's all right.
No,
man.
hey, I love
back
it.
to the top. We got to get you back in that pro ring. So is that the next step? A few street beef fights, and then you're back fighting professionally?
I got a big decision to really make because I feel like it's really hard to do both music on the level that I do and both fighting on the level that I do. It's really, they contradict each other a little bit. The lifestyle wise and who you're around and you are who you hang out with type of stuff. You know what I mean? My plan right now is I don't really have a plan. I know I'm going to pursue music. That's my main plan. Like, I don't think I'm ever going to really give up music. I don't think I could. Fighting is just something that I'm going to always do. If anything, I'm going to always fight just because it's a good therapy for me. And, you know, if the stars align with fighting the way that I feel like they can, then whatever in front of me that's going to show me a better path to a better life immediately, then I'll take that route, you know. But I'm doing pretty decent with music. This life is crazy. This corona stuff sucks.
Speaking of music and fighting, what would be a bigger deal for Black Goku? A UFC title fight or a collaboration in studio with Snoop Dogg?
You should say a record deal. like a record deal or like, you know,
I don't know. They both
signing with the UFC.
They both seem like a chance, right? Well, you've already signed. In my scenario, you've already signed, and you've got a title fight, which is like a chance to climb up, or you get a chance to collab with Snoop and climb that rank. You know what I mean?
Well, honestly, I pick music, but you know, fighting is something that I feel like that I'm so good at that I can't like knock myself for it, and I gotta and I feel like it's a clearer path to success than music is. Music's saturated. Like everybody wants to be a rapper. Everybody wants to be an artist. Like LA is filled with just rappers and singers and models and all these people that are doing the same things. And most of them aren't even nowhere near as good. And that's not the point. It's just harder because everybody's doing it. Fighting, no one wants to be a real fighter. So I feel like that fighting to me would be an easier way to financially gain.
Sure.
You know?
You get to determine.
You can always fight and then retire and then focus on music. Make that money, then retire and put it all into music, you know?
I thought about that, man, but that's time consuming. Because I also know what it takes to be on that level, and I was doing it. That's 9 hours a day. You know, that's a lot of time. And I have a lot of people in my family that is just like they don't have much time, and I'm just looking for which one's in front of me, and I'll just go in front, you know, for that moment, I guess.
All right.
Before we did this interview, you were getting some ink. You said, you want to show your tattoo?
Yeah. Here,
What'd you get?
Hold on, let me take you to the the room where there's like.
Yeah, show us.
And I'll show you the tattoo artist, the amazing tattoo artist here, Laura.
Is that her? Is that Laura?
Yeah. If I unplug this, is okay.
Yeah, it might die.
Like how fast? All right. Well,
here we go.
Boom. Can you see that? That it's gonna be 1995.
1995 when you're all done. We interrupted a tattoo. That's a craft beer review first.
Oh no, that's fine, man. That's fine. I'm all good, and that's definitely a first, man. Everything's a first with me, yo.
That's
Everything.
Right. Bill, do you have any tattoos?
No, I've not. Do you have any?
I've got several.
Yeah, right. You do.
Yo,
Wait,
shout out to Laura.
Laura, shout out to Laura.
Shout out to Laura.
Laura.
She back there on her phone.
I had one more part to that question, though. There were those two things you could pick, but then I purposely left this one out. Or would you rather forever and always have a strain of weed named after you?
Wait, what was the first one?
The first one was a deal with a collaboration with Snoop Dogg. The second was a UFC title fight, or forever and always have a strain of weed named after you.
All right, I say that's hard.
I'm going strain of weed.
Nah,
I'm going strain of weed, Bill.
Nah, Black Goku. There's plenty
if someone walks into a store and says, "I'll take an ounce of
after me,"
it's Black Goku.
Someone will say, "I'll take an ounce of Murph."
Blue Dream.
Blue Dream.
It's already named after me.
It's music. Well, man, we support you, dude.
I'd pick on in a wholeheartedly. I'd probably pick the music.
Snoop Dogg. Call him Snoop. Come on, man. Right?
He'll see this. He's gonna see it eventually. Like it's gonna happen.
We're here first.
What's up?
I said we're here first. Snoop will have to sign all of us.
No, facts. Or no. He's gonna give me creative freedom within my deal and have me able to have my own record labels and stuff like that. Then I'll sign all of you guys.
Well, good. You can sign my band, Inglewood. Check it out. We're Inglewood.
I will. Send me some links.
All right, I will.
Hey, 6 wins and Snoop should just give you automatically. If you win 6 times on March 6th. Right, that's automatic.
No, because every fight I do, I'm gonna say shout out to Snoop Dogg. Like, let's make a song. Like, I'm just gonna keep doing it until it's called persistence. Like, if one of them's gonna get one.
So how about why don't we do this? Why don't we just say, what does Black Goku have to say to Snoop Dogg, and then we'll make it a snippet. You know, we'll make it a quick little video, and then we'll tag him in it, and maybe he'll see it.
Yeah, yo, for real.
Maybe.
Yo, hey. Snoop Dogg, yo, if you see this, which you will, I'm sure you will one day, hopefully. And when you see this, hit me up, get your people to hit my people. I would love to make a song with you. You are a big inspiration of mine in music forever. Like you're a legend and an OG of the game. And hit me up, man. I think we'd make beautiful music.
Awesome. Worst case scenario, you could be his bodyguard.
Yeah, I do some bodyguard work in LA. That's funny you say that.
Goku,
shout out to Rakeem Miles.
Rakeem Miles, shout out. You got a top 5 rappers in any order?
Just rappers or music at all.
Rappers in no particular order. I like to do it that way.
All right, no particular. Andre 3000, Nas, Kanye West.
Maybe
Kendrick Lamar, MF Doom. Kendrick Lamar, MF Doom.
MF Doom, rest in peace, MF Doom.
And rest in peace, MF Doom.
R.I.P.
Real student of vocabulary, man, and English, and literature.
All right, we're gonna ask you a question we asked Shinigami. We'll ask you both. We'll ask you both because it's Street Beefs helps resolve conflict, and we asked Shinigami. If Mark Zuckerberg and Tim Cook got into a fight because Apple and Facebook are beefing, if we had to put him in the Satan's backyard, who wins, Tim Cook or Mark Zuckerberg?
Mark Zuckerberg.
Zuckerberg vote.
Wow.
Let's go, Zuckerberg.
He's just trying to get those Facebook likes. He's trying to get in that algorithm. Okay, how about this? Snoop Dogg, Eminem, apparently they're fighting. Who wins that one? I feel like we already know the answer here.
Snoop Dogg.
Yeah, no doubt.
Snoop Dogg wins that one. I love Eminem though. It'd be a good fight though. I feel like Eminem's feisty. I feel like he's coming fast, but Snoop Dogg's
that beard. What's up with that beard that he's got going on these days?
I don't know, man.
The beard's
he's going through something. He needs to talk.
What's up with Young Jock's hair? You looked at Young Jock.
Google Young Jock. I don't know Young Jock.
Yeah, it's not Young Jock's hair.
Hey, I do have another MMA related question for you. I see you throw out a lot of moves, and it's part of the reason I got to know who you were and like actually watch one fight after I saw your first one. That's kind of the reason. Is there a dream move you'd love to end a fight on?
Yes. Either my Super Saiyan spinning back fist or my capoeira kick. Those are two of my patent moves, and I've perfected those to a T. And I'm just not trying to throw it and it miss, because I don't want people to be aware of it until it just knocks somebody, until at least like.
It'd be better for YouTube too. Just bam.
No, it's gonna happen.
Knock him out.
If I had my old Instagram account, which is like hacked out, and I couldn't get it for like years and years and years, it has a lot of these moves that I was practicing.
Well, God willing, you'll have 6 chances on March 6th.
I'm gonna try to throw it every time of each of these fights. I'm gonna capitalize. If somebody throws a weak ass kick like that, Rob, and I'm gonna capitalize on that if they're just gonna give it to me. But like, I'm trying to entertain. It's a party. It's a party.
Yeah, man.
Hey,
let's go. Let's drink, boys. Let's drink. Let's drink.
Black Goku.
Black Goku. Quick,
Hey.
last question of the night. Well,
Yes, sir.
2 questions.
One.
Two-parter.
Name Black Goku.
2 questions and a hug.
2 questions and a hug.
All
right, you ready? How'd you come up with the name Black Goku? Why did you go with that name as your fighting name?
I didn't give myself that name. That just came in training. I was training with Dwayne Ludwig and inside the Bang Muay Thai gym. I was pretty much Dwayne Ludwig's little prodigy. Any affiliate guy that had bought his name but a gym name under him, another Bang Muay Thai gym elsewhere, like in Canada or whatever, all over the globe. They'll come in, and also, famous UFC fighters such as All-Star Overeem and a whole bunch of other guys like Curtis Blades, like people would come in, and I would be the guy that, gives them rounds, gives them hard rounds, or he would appoint you to go to him, you know what I mean? And and it came through training, like all good names do.
No doubt. Last question. You ready?
Yes, sir.
What do you have to say to the 6 to 8 guys you may be fighting on March 6th?
Well, look, all you can do is just bring that ass here, because Daddy's coming to take it.
Black Goku.
Black Goku, everyone. Check out the lights for March 6th.
Let's go.
Street Beefs. Our guy, Black Goku.
Check out the link.
Knock some people out.
Yeah, put some links in my music too.
We will put some links up here.
Links.
And check out his fights. Check out his music. And we'll interview him after March 6th to see what went through his mind through each different fight, and we'll put some highlights up.
Hell yeah, that sounds like a great time, boys.
All right, brother.
One more drink for the road. One more drink for the road. Oh, cheers, everybody. There you go. Yeah. Oh shit. Hell yeah.
All right, brother. Have a good night.
Welcome everybody, come through. You don't wanna miss this craft beer review. Drink craft, not corporate, that's what we about. Drink good beer, do good stuff all around, hey. Welcome everybody, come through. You don't wanna miss this craft beer review. Drink craft, not corporate, that's what we about. Drink good beer, do good stuff all around. Just a couple of guys talking about what to drink. Drink this, drink that, tell you what we think. Tune in before a party so you know what to buy. And if you don't know what you're doing, we'll let you know what to try. Hey, we are not beer snobs, we are connoisseurs, giving our opinion to our lovely old viewers. Pale, ale, or porter, explore every niche. Drinking the beer is our expertise. Welcome everybody, come through. You don't wanna miss this craft beer review. Drink craft, not corporate, that's what we about. Drink good beer, do good stuff all around, hey. Welcome everybody, come through. You don't wanna miss this craft beer review. Drink craft, not corporate, that's what we about. Drink good beer, do good stuff all around. We like having laughs and a good time. Yeah, we drink beer, we don't drink wine. We drink every beer, we do not whine. And there's so much to talk about, so much to try. We We be drinking good, we be drinking it crafty. We gon' keep it real, we gon' say if it's nasty. New show on the YouTube, subscribe and hit us with a like if you have a good time. Welcome everybody, come through. You don't wanna miss this craft beer review. Drink craft, not corporate, that's what we about. Drink good beer, do good stuff all around, ayy. Welcome everybody, come through. You don't wanna miss this craft beer review. Drink craft, not corporate, that's what we about. Drink good beer, do good stuff all around.